What's up, y'all? As usual, I come to you with a little bit of boogers and a tiny afro. Look at my little tiny afro and my gray hairs, y'all. Anyway, I wanted to hop on. Later on in the week, I'll post another video that I had about the, tragic, shortened life of Kobe Bryant and his daughter and the other folks that were on that helicopter, because I have some other insights. But the one that I want to just be with today is really the one that's going to keep reminding us that we are not one thing, and that the more that we try to force ourselves and each other into some sort of easily defined role of villain or hero, the more often we will be outside of the fullness of our humanity and the fullness of each other's humanity. There are multiple things true at one time. It is true that it is tragic that Kobe Bryant and his daughter and that those people perished on that helicopter yesterday. It's true. And it is true that Kobe Bryant sexually assaulted a woman and acknowledged that he did and harmed her. And that is true. And it is true that there will be some people who feel very little grief for what happened to him. And it is true that there are people who are feeling insurmountable grief. And it is true that all of us have harmed. And it is true, as I just shared in a post from Miriam Kaba today, that all of us will die. That these two things are true. And we spend a lot of time trying to pretend like both of them aren't true. Like we ain't never harmed nobody and like we ain't never gonna die. And the truth of the matter is that both are true. That you have harmed people and I have harmed people, and that you will cease to be on this planet and I will cease to be on this planet. And so the work becomes, how can I do less harm while I'm on this planet as best as possible? And how can I be accountable and honest to the harm that I have caused? How do I step up and do it? And then how do I hold that may never be enough for some people? And how do I hold with compassion and grace the fact that my time here is short, and that other people's time here is short, which I think impacts how willing I may or may not be to hold with as much compassion the fact that I have harmed and others have harmed. I think we want things to be easy that are not easy. I've said this before, probably just like this. We want things to be easy that are not easy. We want neat and tidy when humans are impossibly complex and impossibly fraught with contradictions, and impossibly challenging. And so, I just really want to encourage us today to be able to hold nuance, to hold the nuance and contradiction that is us, to hold the nuance and contradiction that is others, to hold that all those things can exist at the same time, and to hold one another with greater compassion as we navigate the incredibly complex tangle of humanity that each of us is trying to unknot in ourselves and in the world. And that we are not in isolation as we do that, that we both contribute to that tangle and contribute to the work of untangling. And it's our assignment to hold those things with grace, and with as much compassion as humanly possible, while also allowing ourselves to have the full range of human emotions that come when we've been harmed, that come when we have harmed, that come when we grieve, all of those things. And so I'm holding you all with compassion and grace and love today, and I'm inviting you to hold each other the same.